Welcome back to episode 17 of Out of the Park Baseball 24 Milwaukee Brewers franchise. Today we will be doing 3 more series like we've been doing the whole series, which will take us into September. Currently we are 2.5 games back of, or 2.5 games ahead of the Cardinals in the division, and we are just going to slowly stay solid through this episode, hopefully continue to put us in a chance to win the division. This episode will be playing a 3-game series against the Padres, a 3-game series against the Cubs, and then a 3-game series against the Phillies. And then in the next episode is when we're going to get into the tough stretch of games. But first, let's get through this episode. We're going to start in the first. We have an off day in day 1, so let's go. So simulated the off day, and now we are going to start the series with the Padres, who are 76-52, so also a very good team. They're leading the West, so it should be a good series. We have Freddie Peralta, Burns, and Ashby pitching for us, and they have Martinez, Darvish, and Kramer. And then, of course, they have Soto, Tatis, Hader, Machado, and Bogarts. So, again, they went out. Those top 5 guys have been there this whole year, but that's what we are going up against. I added video, as you can see. I'm trying this out. Hopefully, it works. Maybe it'll interest you. As you can see, I'm wearing my Brewer stuff, and then a Timber Rattlers hat that goes. The color matches the jersey. I'm going to the game. Well, it'll be yesterday. So if you see a guy in a Willie Adames Connect uniform with wearing a Timber Rattlers hat, it's me. Can't say hi to me because this is coming out day after I go to the game. But so game 1 of the series. Game 1, we won 4-3. I noticed while it was loading that Matt Bush is now 1 week remaining. I thought it was no days remaining. He's healthy, but no, it's 1 week left. No days on the IL. So 4-3, we won the first game. Let's go look at what happened. Freddie Peralta, 5 1/3 innings, gave up 1 run on 2 hits. Pampas finished out the 6th with 2 strikeouts. Robinson came in, allowed a run on 1 hit, 2 walks. Strzelecki, 2/3 of an inning, and Milner came in, got the win on 2/3 of an inning. So we only allowed 3 runs, which was good. They got scattered. Hitting wise, we scored 4 runs on 5 hits, 4 runs on 8 hits, my bad, and had 4 walks. Contreras had hit his 17th double, and Willie Adames had his 24th double. Rowdy Tellez had his 26th home run of the year, a 2-run home run, and Brandon Anderson his 8th home run of the year, a solo home run. Garrett Mitchell had a single. Willie Adames had his double. Rowdy Tellez had his home run. Contreras had his double. Jesse Winker had 2 singles. Urias had a single, and Brian Anderson with his home run for his 2 bases. Adames also grounded into a double play, and we had 2 double plays, 5-4-3 and a 4-6-3 double play. We had a couple subs in the game. For RBIs, Adames had 1, Rowdy had 2, Anderson had 1. So that's how game 1 went. We won. It looked like we were going to lose, but we had a 3-run 8th inning. So in the 8th, Rowdy Tellez had a 2-run home run to score that, and then in the 9th, Anderson hit a solo home run to walk off. So fun, good game, entertaining game. I'm glad we won. Still only two. We just can't get away from the pesky Cardinals, can we? Simulate game 2. We have Corbin Burnes pitching. He was struggling, but his last start was a good start, so hopefully he can make it up. He did not. We lost 8-0. I don't know if Corbin gave up 6 hits and 5 runs in 5 2/3 innings with 4 walks and 5 strikeouts. Hauser came in, then also gave up 3 more runs, and Bryce Wilson came in through a scoreless 9th. Hitting wise, we didn't do. We had 7 hits, so it's not like we were terrible. We just didn't capitalize on our base runners. Winker had a double, and then Mitchell had 2 singles. Adames had 2 singles. Winker had his double. Yelich with a single, and Trang with a single. So we only had 1 extra base hit. We didn't push through and get going. Garrett Mitchell got caught stealing, so he still has a ridiculous percentage of caught stealings and not like. And then Brian Anderson had an error. So here we go. Game 2. We lost. So now here we go trying to get a series win against they're good. They're 24 games over 500. So we're going to go. Hopefully we can win game 3. We have Aaron Ashby pitching, who's only got rocked once, but he lost again. We lost 4-0. He threw 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. So not a terrible start, but then Tanner Scott came in, allowed a run. Cam Robinson threw a scoreless 2 innings, and Pappas gave up 1 run as well for a total of 4 runs. Not the best outcome for us. Again, we only had 2 hits, so not much offense to speak of. Rowdy had a double, and Trang had a single, 1 double play. Other than that, not much else to talk about on the offensive end. We only got 2 hits, so that's not going to win us a lot of baseball games. We never really had a chance. We gave up 2 runs early in the first inning. After that, no chance. So, after that series, we're only a half game up on the Cardinals. We're still 20 games over 500. So, let's go look at the scouting report for the Chicago Cubs series, which hopefully we'll do well in because they're playing 420. They're 20 games under 500. It's Woodruff, Wheeler, and Lauer with Thompson, Steele, and Nident, Swansea, Horner, Madrigal, Crow Armstrong, and Melvis. Pretty sure Crow Armstrong played for the South Bend Cubs last year in high A ball. So I saw him play in person against the Tampa Rattlers, I think twice. So hopefully we can string some wins together against a team that's 20.5 games behind us. One can hope, at least. So, game 1 of the series. Well, got an email that didn't let us go to game 1 of the series. Yeah, I can't. I would want to try to offer an extension, but I can't because I don't have any extension money. So, can't do that. The only way I could do that would be I would have to trade someone at the deadline to create extension money. But I am planning on hoping to sign Brandon Anderson to a contract. But we'll figure that out later. So, game 1, here we go. Let's try to get game 1 for real now. We won, so gets us back on the winning side. Let's look and see how it went down. Zach Wheeler, 6 innings, 1 run, but it was unearned, gave up 3 hits and 2 strikeouts. Those were the only 3 hits they got of the game. Cam Robinson pitched an inning and two-thirds. Strzelecki finished out the 8th, and then Devin Williams threw a scoreless 9th for his 31st save of the year. Wheeler is 4-0 with the Brewers and a 1.29 ERA. So he's been a great pickup for us. Hitting wise, Turang had a double, Mitchell had a single, Tellez had a single, Winker had a single, Yelich had 2 singles, Turang had his double. So we only had 6 hits, but 3 runs on them. No RBIs, but we also had 5 walks. So Mitchell, Adames, Winker, Turang, and Anderson all had singles, or all had walks. Outside of that, Mitchell had 2 stolen bases, 44 and 45. So right now he's 45 of 49 on stolen bases. So he's 90% stolen bases, which you'll take that. A guy that has 50 steal attempts to be 90% is phenomenal. Adames had a stolen base. Caratini out of nowhere, stolen base. And then Bryce Turang with his 27th stolen base of the year. So good for him. All right. Well, Wheeler's 1 earned run was off an error from him. So that makes me feel better. And then we had 3 double plays, a 6-4-3, a 5-4-3, and a 6-4-3. So RBIs, Mitchell, Tellez, and Anderson. The biggest change in win probability was the only play that registers as a change in win probability apparently was a Trey Mancini double play ball that he hit. So sometimes this game is weird. Player of the game, Zach Wheeler, but we won the game, so that's good. Got us back off the 2-game losing streak. Hopefully we can. Oh wait, that was the 2nd game in the series. The 1st game in the series we lost 12-3, which is not good. Woodruff threw 2 2/3, gave up 7 runs, 8 hits. Must have skipped ahead on me without me noticing. Hauser gave up a run in an inning and a third. Wilson gave up a run in an inning, or 4 runs in an inning and a third. Milner scoreless inning and 2/3, and Pappas did not give up a run in an inning of work. Hitting wise, Frelick we only had 6 hits, scored 3 runs. Frelick with his 14th double. Mitchell with his 28th double. And he also added 2 more singles. Contreras with a single, Frelick with his double, Winker with a single. Mitchell also had his 43rd stolen base, but we've already covered 44 and 45, so no issue. We already knew about that, and error from Bryce Wilson. But we were never really in that game, so that the series so far is split. We lost game 1, won game 2, so now we're going to the rubber match game 3 where we have Eric Lauer versus Keegan Thompson. So big game to get the split, hopefully. We lost. We lost to the Chicago Cubs 2-1. We now no longer have a lead in the division. So let's go look at this game. Eric Lauer, 5 2/3, 9 hits, 2 runs. Not a terrible start, but not great. Did give up 9 hits. Scott got out of the 6th. Robinson, threw an inning and a third scoreless, and Peter Strzelecki threw 2/3 of an inning. Scott inherited a runner and stranded them, so that's good. But we lost by giving up 2 runs. That's not on our that's not on our defense. We gave up only 2 runs, but we scored 1. We need to score more than 1 run. Anderson hit a double, and then Tellez hit a solo home run. That was our only run. Adames had a hit. Tellez added a single with his home run. Urias had a hit, and Anderson had a hit along a single with his double, and Mitchell had a outfield assist. So good. Not a great series. It's not good to lose a series to a team that you're 20 games ahead of in the division. And now we are a half game behind the Cardinals. Good news is that's a game that we have to make up. So if we win, we control that half game that we play. But now we have an off day. Hopefully everyone can get settled in. Pitcher of the month, Zach Wheeler. So good for him. And then Matt Bush is eligible to come off the IL. Because he was out for so long, I do want to put him in a rehab assignment, even if it's just for a week or two. So we can go from there. We have 4 emails to look at. We have a player development update. We have Wheeler's picture of the roster expansion. Playoff roster. So we can have 28 guys. Well, then at that point, I might just have them come up now, right? Like, he doesn't need to play. I can put him at normal. And then a Philly series we'll come back to. But playoff development, Matt Bush, 38, has had some declines, which makes sense. Aaron Ashby, his potential stuff increased, but his overall drop, that's as a relief pitcher. I have him as a starter. Caratini, overall dropped a little bit, but potential power increased. Urias got better. He's up to a 59 overall now for potential. I mean, went from a 55 to a 60, which makes sense with where he is. Garrett Mitchell improved his defensive rating from a 55 to a 60. I thought he would rank higher than that, but that's good. And then his potential ratings improved to a 55, and his overall. Sal Frelick, his power increased from a 30 to a 40, and his overall increased from a 46 to a 49, and his potentials increased from a 50 to a 55. Kale Bushley increased. His overall increased from a 32 to a 38, and his potential improved from a 35 to a 40. Abraham Toro, his eye increased, and his overall increased a little bit. Sky Bolt increased a little bit, so that's good. His defensive rating increased, and his overalls increased as well. So that guy, Carlos Rodriguez, had some increases. Ryan Manifold had some increases. Justin Jarvis, his current stuff increased, but his overall dropped 1 point, so not that big of a deal. Alex Jackson had increases. Eric Brown Jr.'s eye dropped, but his overall increased from a 39 to a 40. Felix Valviero had some increases. Tyler Black had a lot of increases, which is good. Couple other guys that had some increases. So this is a good update so far. No one that I've been like, God, that's not good. Micah Bello increased a little bit. His defensive rating improved from a 60 to a 65 out in left field, so that's good. Jace Avi had increases. That's good. Having some good increases. We're really getting better, which I'm enjoying. So I mean, that's a lot of increases for us. Not that many minus signs, and a lot. I mean, 4 of them were Matt Bush, who's 37 years old. So I'm not that afraid of Matt Bush. I don't want to uncheck this one for now. We can come back to the Philly series. It's Peralta, Burns, Ashby versus Nola, Ward, Kraus, and it's Realmuto, Harper, Turner, Schwarber, Nola as their top players. So it's roster expansion now. So I have to go and actually add some more people. So I'm going to actually take Matt Bush off of rehab assignment and put him in there. And then Who should I bring up? I mean, I've got a bunch of guys that are ready. Some guys that are already playoff eligible. So those would be guys that I could call up and hopefully they play. Is Brian Anderson not playoff eligible? Why did he not be playoff eligible? Maybe he just doesn't have the thing. I might do Owen Miller just to give me more infield help because he can play a number of positions. A little bit of, he can't play first base, but second base, a little bit of third base, and shortstop. He's playing second base now, but as my second player, I might do Owen Miller. Plus, he's from Wisconsin, so Wisconsin. So it's always fun to have Wisconsin guys up in the big club. So, but roster's expanded, so here we go. Game 1 against the Philadelphia Phillies. We have had a not ideal start of this episode. We lost both series, but we won this game. We had a no-hitter. We had a combined no-hitter. So we won 1-0 on 1 hit and 3 walks. So we had 4 base runners the whole game. And, 3 base runners because Luis Rios had the big hit. But that's a tough loss. Give up 1 hit and 1 run. Tough way to lose a game if you're T. Walker. But Robert Gasser came in and threw 3 innings against us. So, did well. Freddie Peralta, scoreless. 4 innings. Hauser, inning and 2/3. Milner, 1/3 of an inning. Robinson, 2 1/3. And Devin Williams, 2/3 of an inning. So, but Peralta had 4 walks. Outside of that, no hitter, shutout. Luis Rios hit a solo home run, and that is it. Bryce Terang hit his 28th stolen base, so he was one of the guys that got a walk. So, how fast did this game go? Now, they don't have the pitch clock in this game yet, so the times don't reflect a pitch clock type. So, this game took 3 hours and 10 minutes. Yeah, that's the issue with non-pitch clock games. Is even you can have a game of 1 hit in it, and the game still simulates 3 hours, which is ridiculous. We got mail. I'm assuming it's. Oh no, we got a player. Unearthed a 16-year-old catcher. I just don't. These guys usually aren't very good. But if he can come in and improve and somehow his potential jumps to like a 40 or a 45, maybe. He's only 16 years old. It's got to be hard to scout that. We go. So that was game 1, a 1-0 win. Game 2 of the Philadelphia Phillies series, a 2-0 win, and they only had 4 hits today. So we're continuing low-scoring, low-hit games. Corbin Burns threw 8 innings, scoreless, gave up 3 hits on 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. So good, really good outing from Corbin Burns. He's been really good or really bad. He's got 22 decisions. So he's had a lot of where he's been really good and just dominated, and then he's had some really bad where he just got absolutely killed. Devin Williams, with his 33rd save of the year, gave up 1 hit, had 1 strikeout. Their pitching, of course, was good. Frelick had a double. Voit had 2 home runs, so those were 2 runs were Root Voit solo shots. Otherwise, Adames had a hit, and Caratini had a hit. So, we had a 6-3 double play. And then that was a Kyle Schwarber hit to a 6-3 double play. to maybe end the game. Maybe not, but yeah, we got a series win, which is good. We needed that. Very, very needed so far. Now can we get a series sweep to just, again, slowly try to put teams away or slowly continue to build a solid record. So game 3 of the series, looking for a sweep, and we won. We got a series sweep, which is what we needed because the Cardinals also got a series sweep. So let's look at what happened here. We won 5-2, so a little bit more normal of a baseball game. We went 1-0 with 1 hit, 2-0 with 9 hits total in the game between the two teams, and then we went 5-2. So more of a normal game. They finally scored on us. Ashby, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. So a really good start by Ashby. No walks. Cam Robinson, inning and a third. Peter Strzelecki, 2/3 of an inning. And Devin Williams with his 34th save of the year. Hitting-wise, Anderson, double. His 12th of the year. Contreras, 13th home run of the year. 3-run shot off of Robert Gasser. So he had a bad outing that time. Mitchell had 2 singles. Adames had 2 singles. Tellez had a single. Contreras had his home run. And Luis Ruiz had 2 singles. Frelick had a single. And Anderson had his double. Luis Ruiz got caught stealing. So that's not good. And Mitchell had an outfield assist. But Tellez had an RBI. Contreras had an RBI. And Ruiz had an RBI. So Philadelphia's lost 5 in a row now. So that is good. Well, that was a quick episode. St. Louis is also on a streak. My lord. They are cruising. They're also a half game back. They are 8 games up of 4th place. So that was the other thing about this series. We really knocked the Phillies down out of the wild card race, I would say. We're 8.5 games up on them. So that's good. That's how that should look and feel. So yeah, that'll do it for today. We did our call-ups. I can look and make sure Matt Bush has a role. I can put him in middle relief and just normal usage. Yeah, we have a lot of arms in the bullpen now. So we're playing well, doing well. Okay, I didn't screw up all the way, but there we go. So I think that will do it for today's episode. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please let me know if you would continue to want to have the camera so you can see me. Otherwise, yeah, just please continue watching. I hope you enjoy. Have a great day.